Hey everyone, Steven here again with another video on Chat GPT and how it can help you in your business become more efficient and effective just by implementing it in some simple areas. Before we get started with this video, if you haven't already, like the video below, leave a comment on it on what videos you want to see us talk about Chat GPT next, and make sure you subscribe to the channel. All right, let's go ahead and jump into it. Today, we're going to be talking about conflict in the workplace and how ChatGPT can help you figure out how best to resolve conflict that you have in the workplace. Let's be honest. All of us from time to time disagree with a coworker, and sometimes those disagreements can escalate into bigger and bigger issues. We want to make sure as responsible professionals that we can address those issues as quickly and effectively as possible. But it's really difficult knowing the appropriate approach to take when you're not getting along with someone. I've worked in human resources for about 6 years now, and I've seen conflict come in all different types and forms. And most of the time, conflict that bubbles up to the higher levels within the organization is conflict that could have been resolved early on, but it just wasn't managed appropriately. And so that's how ChatGPT is going to help you out in resolving your conflict. It's going to give you the tools and skills that really aren't natural for everyone to implement in solving and resolving any type of conflict that you might have between a coworker. To start learning about how to resolve conflict within the workforce, we're just going to type in a simple command into ChatGPT. We're going to type in, how do I deal with a coworker I don't get along with? And that's really kind of the root of most issues within the workforce. Is someone might be on the wrong, someone might be in the right, but at the end of the day, two people just aren't getting along. So we'll go ahead and hit enter, and ChatGPT is going to go ahead and start generating a detailed list and strategies that it can help manage through situations where you might not be getting along with one of your coworkers. First thing that you're always going to want to do, and in any human resources professional will recommend this to you, is self-awareness and reflection. You're 50% of the communication that's going back and forth to another person, and you want to be able to reflect on you taking a look at your nature and any biases or personal issues that might be clouding your judgment. Next one, you always want to go into a conflict or a conversation, especially if it's going to be a crucial conversation where you're talking about a disagreement, with an open mindset. Instead of using the you statement, use the I statement, making sure that you're talking about yourself and not putting words in other people's mouths. Empathy is another opportunity that you have to express when dealing with conflict within the workplace. Putting yourself in someone else's shoes. Seek meditation, talk about it, talk to other people. If you don't have a mentor in your workplace, seek one out, ask around, look for senior people that have been around, done it all before, and seek to gather their wisdom as much as possible. Setting boundaries, focus on specific behaviors, and I would say set boundaries not also within what's acceptable and what's not acceptable, but when you're going to have the conversation with someone else, you want to make sure that you're doing that in the right area at the right time. Focus on the task. If you're having a disagreement with someone, you're going to make sure that you don't have to be friends, but everyone's got to work together and be efficient. Avoid the gossip. It's never good to talk about people behind their back. And then seek feedback. Ask the person as you're bringing them the issue and asking them to help come to a conclusion and come to some sort of compromise. You're going to want to seek feedback. Practice self-care, engage in activities that are less stressful. This is more of a recommendation for how to stay healthy outside of work. And anything that we do outside of work, we're setting healthy lifestyle outside of, that's going to flow into our work environment. Consider changing teams and role. If the attempt fails, and sometimes it does. I've seen conflicts in the workplace that, no matter how much coaching that was involved, no matter how much care and how much patience, how many attempts were given to resolve the issue, it just wasn't going to resolve. We had two people that just could not work together. That's whenever you want to start looking to see, is this a role issue? Is this a team issue? Professional development. Consider attending workshops, reading books, or conflict. I would even consider the fact that you've searched and looked on this video a way of professional development, trying to better yourself and how you deal with conflicts in the workplace. And no matter what, you always want to stay professional. You always want to treat them as dignified and respectable as absolutely possible. And we want to stay to the highest level that we possibly can when dealing with conflict. We don't want to, lower our conversations or lower the respect that we're giving to someone else, because at the end of the day, we're all just trying to improve ourselves and grow and develop. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to listen to this video on how we can improve your office experience by dealing with conflict in the right ways. And thank you for taking the time to look through the Chat GPT options and solutions for you. Stay tuned for what we have next on our series on how Chat GPT can help you and your business succeed by becoming more efficient and effective. Stay tuned. Bye.